Hi, this is Trevor T from independentmusicstar.com. It's a quick video here just answering someone's question from an email that I got a few days ago, that is basic about not knowing what to do once they've come out of the studio with their music, how to take it to the next level. Now, what I can tell you what to do, there's many different things that you can do with it, but I think one of the best things that you can do is to actually find a tastemaker in your genre. And what I mean by a tastemaker is a DJ, well, depending if that's the kind of music that you play. If you make dance music or urban music or street music, and there is DJs that promote it, whether they're on the radio stations and or they play out in events, those are the best kind of tastemakers for your music. And it isn't just a matter of just going up to them and with your CD in hand and then you just give it to them and say, "Hi, I like to listen to my tune," as they're spinning the decks or whatever like that. You don't really go about it that way. It's a networking sort of technique. You go to them, you be polite, you be courteous, and you compliment them as well. And you don't go to them basically with your hand held out. You have to go to them basically complimenting them. So you give first before you actually look for anything in return. But after you've built up your relationship over time with them, it could be a good time. Well, they might even ask you anyway, especially if you're doing things for them and you're adding value to their lives. They might ask you, they might say to you, "What, like, don't you need me to do anything for you?" And that will be your opportunity. If it hasn't gone to that level yet and they haven't offered anything, then if you're on that sort of how can I put it, is if you've built up your relationship that you can ask them, then you could go ahead and ask them to say, "Would you mind listening to my music and give me a bit of feedback?" Ideally, you'd like for them to sit down with you at the same time as you're doing it. If not, you give them the CD and then follow up with them, make them give you their feedback in their own time. Obviously, you follow up and try to basically get their reaction, tell them what pointers, and say that you just want their expert advice really, because obviously they know the game and everything, or they're established in the scene and they're at a higher level than you are, and you need them to kind of really mentor you of sorts. And they like it because you're kind of backslapping them. It's always a thing of stroking your ego if you ask someone for help and they gladly give it to you and you say, "Yeah, thanks a lot," and then you implement what they tell you. It's always a nice feeling for someone that actually passes their knowledge down to you. It makes them feel good, especially if you're courteous, polite, and you're well mannered, and you don't really have an ego about your own self as well. So yeah, and another point that is quite important is that make sure that your music quality is spot on as well. Make sure that your music sounds good. I'm saying whether what you make isn't right or anything like that. I'm saying that make sure that the quality of your music is good, it is spot on. So as a summary, quick 2 points: find a tastemaker in your genre. So whether that's a DJ that plays on a radio station, ideally, and or they play out in events, find them, friend them up. You could probably tap into them at the actual events, or you could introduce yourself to them online as well. Just build up a relationship with them. Don't be pestering, and don't go to them with your hand held out like you want them to do something for you. You've got to do it the other way around, so they will reciprocate, if I said that right. But anyway, you get my point. And then the last part of it is to make sure that your music quality is spot on as well. You don't have to be explaining to people that you didn't mix it down properly, or you didn't get it mastered right, or stuff like that. That's just no good. People don't want to hear that. Don't want to hear music that doesn't sound right. So make sure your music quality is spot on, or as spot on as you can, whatever you can afford. If you can afford to get it done correctly, you want to spend the money on it. So yeah, this is Trevor T signing out. Hope that answered your question. See you, send me this. Louis or Lewis. Forgive me if I said your name wrong. But yeah, this is Trevor T signing out. I'll speak to you soon.